Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. Have ourselves a start to another day. Have no idea exactly what it's going to be like, but I guess, hey, another day is another day. And welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, there's something missing out of the driveway. It's not in the front driveway or parked on the street either. For those of you that have been watching my vlogs and videos, you'll know exactly what it is. It's big and black with four wheels. You pretty much can't miss it. No, I didn't sell the Silverado or write it off, or, you know, it didn't get stolen or anything. So we call that as a bonus. I'm fulfilling the wishes of somebody that wanted to have done something to it months ago, but at the time, of course, you know, the future was unknown with the truck, and I said no. But now, of course, with the circumstances the way they are, I am going to carry through and get it well looked at and fixed. You know how old Chevys are that have about 140,000 K on them. They start to get a little bit loose in the steering, like, you know, whether it's tie rods, ball joints, the little U-joint in the drive shaft. I could feel that over the last couple of years, and it has been getting steadily worse as time goes on. Now, it really wasn't a huge issue or problem when I wasn't driving in a Silverado, you know, a lot, because I had the 2009 Canyon and then I had the 2015 Canyon. But once the Silverado became my primary or daily driver, then of course it needed to be looked at, right? Mainly for safety, right? It's one thing to use the truck to go to the dump and back, or the lumber yard and back, but if you're going to be traveling at highway speed, you don't need the truck to shake or to fly apart, because, well, if the ball joint or tie rod lets go, it's not a pretty sight, and you'll cause a lot more damage than just a simple little fix on a simple little part. Now, when I bought that truck back in 2012, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, they gave me a whole list of things that were wrong with it, and over the last 4 years or so, I've been picking away at that list, and these parts here were one of the parts that were on that list. So I'm not expecting him to come back with anything out of the ordinary that I don't already know about, but we'll have to see. Believe it was 2013 or 2014 it went into the shop and they replaced a power steering pressure hose, I believe, and did a basic tune-up on it, which most definitely is a bonus there. And I do have the bill or receipt to prove the work done at that time. So if they come back and say that it needs, you know, more spark plugs or whatever, then, well, you can say that they were changed, you know, less than 3,000 kilometers ago. So of course, as for today, I got some more running around to do. I have an appointment at 10 o'clock that I gotta run out for, but after that, it's pretty much just waiting for a phone call from the automotive shop, and then, well, the rest of the day is free. So, gonna go in, make me some coffee, and we'll probably see y'all later. Well, hello YouTube, here we are. Little bit of, well, early evening update. Well, of course, the biggest change going on right now is the weather. They are forecasting a storm to move in with snow, freezing rain, and all that good stuff. Typical winter weather conditions. My morning was good. Went out and had a meeting with family, kind of a coffee type of deal, and came on home. The afternoon was quiet. I guess in a way it's a good thing. Good to have a quiet day other than busy. Well, received a guesstimate from the repair shop, and of course it was going to be a little more than what I wanted it to be. However, when you're dealing with automotive mechanics, as in not mechanics as in people, but mechanics as in parts and stuff, there's always unexpected things, and you can quickly spend $1,000 before you know what's going on. So of course gave them a green light, the go ahead to replace the parts on the Silverado, and those are all good to go and replaced. As you see, the Silverado is now back in the driveway. Someday I'll crawl into there and show you the shiny new parts, but for now you'll have to take my word for it. Well, pretty much gonna head her back out. I want to do a couple of things before the storm hits. They say it may hit tonight, or it might be overnight or tomorrow, so I guess just got the truck fixed and back in time. Every time I take that truck into the shop, the mechanics drool over it. They like it. For one, it's very low kilometers for the year, and two, body-wise, it's in excellent shape. Most of these trucks are rusted out and 300 and some odd thousand by now. This truck here is neither rusted out, beat up, or high miles. It's like 148,000 K, which is nothing for these kind of trucks. I even had a guy offer to buy it for me and pay the repair bill. However, if that would have been a few months ago, I might have done it. However, now I kind of got to keep it, I suppose. It is what it is. It's always good to have a beater truck around. Even if you do get a new one, it's always good to have a backup vehicle, because the new one will be in once in a while for warranty work, and it's always good to have, what better than a truck that's paid for kicking around. So we'll cross that one when we get there, and unfortunately at this time I can't make that poor guy's wish come true. He'll just have to find one like I did and pick it on up. So gonna head her on out, do a few things. Hopefully I can do another check-in before it's dark. We come to the end of another day. Well, of course, it was a active day, a bit of a busy day. Got a nice little walk-in, which was definitely a bonus. Got the Silverado fixed, which was definite on the list of things to do. Sometimes expenses are there and you just have to spend the money. Even though, maybe it may not be quite the right direction to go, but it needs to be done. Because, this truck now is ready to go to the city at a moment's notice instead of hesitating, trying to borrow somebody's vehicle. Once everything is took care of, the truck will be officially mine, and everything will be fine on that end, and we can take it on from there. It's weird how things work out, sometimes you're in your bind and you make a decision to do something, and through a roundabout way it ends up coming on back and not working in your favor, but helped you out. So having that truck fixed, of course, takes a lot off, because when I bought that truck, those parts needed to been done then. There's been several times where I could have used the truck, whether it was going on a trailer run, bringing back a trailer, or whatever, where I passed because I wasn't sure if I should do it with the truck, because you can't afford a breakdown, right? Now I don't have to hesitate. If I see a camper trailer for $100 or $150, I don't have to hesitate, especially if I have the cash in my pocket. Just go get it, right? Because I know the truck will be fine. And with appointments in the city, it looks like it's going to be the best part of the winter back on a 4th. Then you don't have to worry about road conditions. You just, drive safe, and, you'll get there. And, everything else seems to work out on its own eventually. There are other things, of course, working in the background, but the big vicious bloodsuckers will get their, pound of blood when the time comes. Little do they realize that the more they squeeze, the worse things get for them. And if they squeeze too much, then they'll end up getting nothing. And if they just back off and let things be the way they are, or the way they were, they would have ended up getting their money anyway. And by doing what they done, it's basically ended up costing me money to get things to work the way they needed to work, and basically delayed any amount of money coming their way as quickly as what they were hoping it would have. You know, sometimes things take twists and turns, and you make the mistake of using a credit card to live on when things get bad. That was a mistake, looking back at it, because, well, there's only so long you can survive on a credit card before the balance gets out of control. You can't afford to make the minimum payment, and even though you're giving them all the money you can, without you know, starving yourself out or not being able to afford the power bill, it still, you know, isn't good enough for them. And I told them right from the beginning what was going on, and I think that's where they panicked and said, oh my god, this guy's not going to be able to pay, let's escalate this to the next level. And by taking it to the next level, all that's been done was cost more issues and problems and money for me, which basically makes it unable to pay even more toward them. So, you know, it's the way it is. If they would have just backed off, then, well, it all would have worked out, right? Sometimes when the pressure is on, your body starts telling you that it's too much and you got to back down on certain things. Well, unfortunately, with jobs the way they are, jobs are very scarce, and if you take too many, not so much physically sick days, but mentally sick days, employers will, well, let you go and get somebody else in. And when the pressure is on, sometimes your mind and body shut down because of the mental stress from all these people, and that's when, well, things happen, right? So of course they're saying there's supposed to be a big weather change. I don't know if that's going to come about today or tomorrow, but if we wake up we got winter conditions, then hey, it is what it is. If it blows on around or goes on over, then of course well, all this pain that I'm feeling was for nothing. So, gonna end her all here. Today was a good day, tomorrow's another one. Around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.